And I'm just going to watch a little video. This is Canada Now, covered in garbage. Wow. By Canadian Rent. Okay, let's get into it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Criminals taking whatever they can. No masks, they just
your local park. Here are some steps
brazen, man. It's crazy,
dude.
dude.
Canada you once knew and loved? Is this the Canada you were born and raised in, where we throw?
Nope.
We can build a better country for all Canadians.
Yeah, and Trudeau is still not in jail. People complain all the time.
Canada. This country is broke.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. A lot of angry, disgruntled people out in the streets today.
If you're new here, this is where we talk about the
and this is why I don't go out anymore, because
but nobody wants to say out loud. So let me ask you something.
I know this is happening all over Canada. Like, this is not happening all the time, but it's happening more frequent now than before. And they're starting to get used to seeing litter and homeless.
To take pride in our communities. Keeping things clean.
There's so many people that are losing their jobs and they're on the streets.
It feels like that respect is slipping. This isn't about blaming one group of people. It's about
street corners, and it's sad to watch.
No matter where you're from, you respect the country you're in.
There's East
So why
Hastings.
does it feel like nobody's being held accountable anymore? Let's talk.
I'm just drinking my watered-down coffee because I can't afford to go up to.
Born and raised in, where we throw the homeless and the drug addicts onto the streets.
Everybody,
like trash.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't get run over, eh?
People are literally fence folding in the middle of the
road.
road.
Where's this, Winnipeg?
This is my hometown, and people are fence folding everywhere. Look at this. How can people, families, children walk around like this?
I don't know.
This is what we've done in this country.
I know that people are hurting, but jeez. Yeah.
Look at this entrance.
But you know, this is actually more common in my area. When I walk downtown to get food at a soup kitchen, I see this a lot. In fact, next time I go,
billions of dollars overseas and start diverting it to
next time I go downtown, I'm taking the camera.
People who are addicted to drugs, they need
because
help.
people will have to see to believe it. They're not going to.
That we have these homeless people, these drug addicts doing meth, cocaine, literally in our downtowns. They're thrown around like trash.
That's it, meth, cocaine.
This is just honestly disgusting that we allow this in Canada.
What's the new drug out there? I don't know.
And that starts with taking care of our own brothers and sisters, the people that need it the most.
I tried to help a brother out in the street one time.
And we need to
I found out later that he sold my iPhone for drug money, probably.
Throwing their household garbage into your local
his buddy told me so.
Steps you can take. One,
I was pissed.
Canada is a nation of immigrants. In some of those countries, that's what they do with their garbage. They throw it in the park. Step two,
well, I was working at a gas station one time, and I'll tell you a story later.
Stop caring about things like the environment. The environment
yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen enough. I've seen enough with my own eyes firsthand what people are like, you know, coming off the streets drunk.
We can build a better world for our kids and grandkids, because this is who we are. This is
Trudeau,
what we believe in.
he turned this country into India 2.0.
Montreal's roads are in terrible shape, and the stats are going to shock you. That's right, an astounding 50% of Quebec's roads are in poor condition, with that proportion rising to 2/3 in some areas. Some 15,000 kilometers of roadways are in poor condition, and over 8,000 kilometers are no longer.
Oh yeah, maybe I should multitask.
Despite remedial work.
Get into well, you know what? Maybe if I had money, I could afford to do that, because multitasking creates more spending habits, and I can't afford to even spend any money on anything I don't need, like booze. Look at these guys. Look, they're just taking the booze out in public, broad daylight in bags. Yeah, that's crazy.
There's no money left in Canada.
That's crazy.
This country is broke. Because the politicians have squandered all the taxpayers' money on lavish vacations and careless spendings. That's what everyone is saying, right? Well, guess what? If there is no money in this country, why is the government of Canada sending billions of dollars overseas to fund wars that the people of Canada never voted for?
That's a very good question.
If there is no money left in this country, why are the borders being left wide open for millions of people to come in every single year? While the people in this country cannot find employment and affordable housing. If there's no money in this country, why is the government of Canada providing financial assistance, affordable housing, access to healthcare, and employment to newcomers, while the people that were born in this country, the people that helped build this country, are out there sleeping on the streets, on the sidewalks, freezing to death in a tent? because
Sometimes
they
I
were
have to
told
turn
to
up the
wait
lights and
5, 10, 15, even 20 years to get affordable
I gotta
housing.
get to a gym more.
You see, the problem is,
I can find
it's not that there is no money left in the country.
man.
It's just that the money
is acting
is
up
not
again.
being spent on Canadians.
See,
And that's
this
the
stuff
problem.
bothers me sometimes. I can't imagine how my dad must be feeling right now. The fact that, you know, he still doesn't get it. You know, he sees me as a failure. And yet, look at this country. What happened to it? How can I even afford to live, let alone find a regular job and get ahead in this in this broken country that the boomers, they left us with nothing. And then oh gosh. What? Is that a person or is that people on the street? What am I seeing? Oh, it's concert. People are sleeping in the... Oh, they're sleeping in the pavement. Okay, Brampton. I don't know. Brampton. I'm not living in Brampton.
I really don't understand
I'm not
how
living
these
in
accidents happen. I genuinely
that area.
don't.
I used to
Like,
live
I
in
do
Toronto,
hate accidents
but
happen,
even
but some of these videos that I continue to react
15
to are
years
just, like,
ago,
so
I
ridiculous.
felt like
I
a
would swear to
minority
God
there.
it's out of, like, a Family Guy cutscene or something. It doesn't make sense. Gosh.
Look at this guy.
Like, it really makes zero
Nice hat,
sense
buddy.
how some of this stuff can happen.
Hmm.
And these people are driving amongst us.
Yeah.
These
Look at
people
the
are ramping up our car insurance.
Indian flag next to the Canadian
These
flag.
people are,
Okay.
are ruining our country. Like, literally down to every aspect. The housing market. Turning everything into their own.
Yep.
And then obviously, you know, the car insurance is going skyrocketing. And, like, it's to the point now when you leave your house, you can't even walk on a sidewalk safely because you're like, well, am I going to get creamed today by one of
I'm
these
just gonna
guys
wait.
or what's going on
I'm
here?
just gonna let him finish.
This is insane. Anyways, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you guys like my little shing, as Donald Trump calls it? I think my little shing looks pretty cool today, don't you?
It's kind of
But
cool,
anyways,
I guess.
These videos are so ridiculous.
I mean,
all I can do is sit there and watch them. And as I'm watching them for the first time,
I got a hat, you know.
How the
It's
heck
only
does this
$3.
like, I'm genuinely so confused. There's a lot more of this to come, believe me. There's a lot more of these.
I wouldn't get a tattoo though.
I'm going to be doing a lot more reactions to this. I can tell you.
I see
It's not done
more
by the
people getting
citizens of this country,
tattoos,
it's done
and
by the people that come from this one,
some
that's for
people
sure.
got tattoos
I
of
can promise
eye
you that.
drops on their face. I think it's like a gang symbol, or I don't know, something or other. I don't know what people are doing these days.
That's the garbage bin, right next to it.
Yeah. Well, that's normal. If you go downtown now, where I live, it's just our city is a mess. It's just beyond horrific what I seen with my own eyes when I was working at a gas station. People coming in high. I seen a guy slowly deteriorate over the course of a few months. I tried to save him. That guy, he ended up losing his teeth, started getting sores on his face. He developed a disease. I don't know. It was just really heartbreaking to see that, you know. He looked healthy in the beginning, but then drugs, it destroyed him. It destroyed him within a matter of months. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I didn't do enough. You know, my old manager, he got mad at me for speaking up against people wanting their liquor, you know, getting their hard XXX 8% alcohol, you know, beer. But that was, you know, I became a merchant of death, and I feel shame for doing it. I did it for the money, but I mean, I wouldn't go back there. No way. It's just not worth it. I mean, I think to myself, yeah, God didn't put me on this earth to drink or sell this junk to people. Now here I am, I've seen this country being destroyed right before my very eyes, and it's just, my family, they don't even understand. They don't even... See, what had happened was our liberal government took over, and then they decided, well, it was a good idea to let in millions of people into this country. The rest is history. This is the end result. This is what we're seeing right now. And how long is this video?
society that treats criminals like criminals
Okay, let's go ahead to
I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is,
Vancouver broken. Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying. Okay. Brampton again. Well, I'm not living in Brampton, if people want to know. Okay. Oh, yeah.
And I do not know how we help folks like this. And God willing, I hope there's a way.
So many Punjabis here in
Is that in Brampton? Okay.
Canada's little India, where roughly 53% of the entire population is
Yeah, it's sad, you know, like how people are reacting. Wait, I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, buddy, I heard enough. I've seen enough. Well, honestly, yeah, I mean, stuff is bad and things happen, you know. People lose their jobs, and before you know it, people are they're in a slump. I can relate. I'm not made of stone. I'm only a human being, but I mean, you know, there's choices that people are making. They're not smart, wise decisions. They're going out there. They're losing their jobs. They turn to alcohol. They turn to cigarettes, and then finally stronger drugs that numb themselves and is killing them, destroying their brains. And it's like we got a generation of zombies now. Canada is beyond recovery. It's going to take years, I think, even if there's a complete overthrown government of, like, if they fix our Congress or whatever, you know, they need to re-elect a new prime minister, because Carney, he's not for Canadians. They're doing everything humanly possible to destroy the country. So I believe that what they're going to do, they're going to implement a brand new system, you know, one world currency, and that's going to usher in, I think, the end of Canadian freedom as we know it. And I think this is why people lose hope, because they see it. There's nothing that they can do, right? So what do? They turn to alcohol and cigarettes, and then I had to be the guy that had to serve it to them. God help me.
All day, all night. Fireworks, blast of music.
You know, I could preach, I can share scripture, but I'm not going to do that today. I just want to be real, and I want to tell people this is going to ruin your life. You know, you keep your nose clean and away from all the bad things. You can outlast people. I'm telling you, you know what? One slip, and you could be out on the streets. Smarter people than me are actually now living in cars. I talked to one guy. He used to be best kind. He was a good customer, nice guy, but he was living in his car. I told myself, you know what? I'm never going to be in that situation. I'm just going to work hard. I'm going to save my money. Never could get a car, unfortunately. But that was when it happened. So, yeah, my best advice, just find good people offline that you can trust. Okay? That's the key thing. Don't put yourself into this position where you feel like numbing yourself is the only way out, because, you know, once the devil takes hold of you, it's super hard to, you know, break free from that. You know, you might need the power of God, Jesus, but you have to do the rest yourself. I can't be a preacher, but I'm just telling you basic common sense, okay? Find good people offline. Stay away from the bars. You stay the hell away from these bars, nightclubs. You don't do that, and then you should be okay. I spent $100 the other week at Walmart, and never again. I'm just going to be going back to eating bags of rice, I think. Yeah, I'm going to be screwed by the summer.
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.